Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. This is Connie coming on today to share with you a scrapbook layout. It's actually a double page layout that I am creating, and this is for a challenge that Kim Ferguson from Kim Ferguson Paper Crafting over on Facebook, and she's also on YouTube. She had posted she'd posted the sketch of the layout, and then it's supposed to be done by October 31st. So I'm surprisingly ahead of schedule for a change. And I apologize, I don't know where all of my pieces came from. I will try to remember. I do remember some of them, so we'll do what we can here. But I'm going to go ahead and start. These are 12 by 12 pages, by the way. I did cut 2 pieces of grass. These are, oh, let's see, I don't remember. They're 12. Managed to get them 12 inches. I kind of fudged a little bit the Cricut. I think actually I cut him on 12 by 24 mat, and that's how I got him to work out, but I still had to move the paper down a little bit from the very top just to allow to get the full 12 inches in. They are about, oh, let's say 1 3/8 or so inch tall, and I cut two of this, the light green striped, and the light green stripe I edged Distressed in Black soot from Tim Holtz Distress Ink, as did I around the paper, the background paper, and I'll explain that in a moment. But um, so since I had 2, I don't know if you can see, thought, I think I can get them staggered enough so they're not both the same. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure I staggered them, so let's see. It might not be. I don't know. I'm going to go with it. I thought I had flipped him around, but I probably didn't. I should have flipped the actual cut when I did it. So anyway, but let's go ahead and get started. My photo mat is, the off-white part is 4 by 4 and a, 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. And then this little border, I welded on to this black piece. So this border is actually from Little Scraps of Heaven Designs. It's the little scalloped border, I think it's called. Not sure. But that's how I didn't want a huge scalloped edge. So that's what I did for my border. And then I just distressed it with black soot ink. Anything that's edge distressed in black, it's black soot is the color. The Happy Halloween, I am almost positive this is from Cricut Design Space. I did cut this I had to add, so I had to slice part of it to title off. And then what I did, I put glitter on this, and then I made an offset for it also. So it wasn't just the white showing. And then the Halloween, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I did create an offset for this also, so it had some different colors. And I'm using pieces that I have from my stash for paper. I'm just using up paper that I have. The cuts that I'm using, I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, Kim had where you could purchase the Close to My Heart scrapbook layout, so you'd have the pieces already cut. And I asked her if it was okay if I just used, designs that I already have. And she said that was certainly acceptable. So that's what I'm doing. And these little banners are from a file from Treasure Box Designs. I don't know, it's from a weekly planner thing. That's all I remember. But anything will work. And then this little wheelbarrow. Oh, I forgot. I've got to recut the gray and then I had problems and got my fingers in the silver stickles. But I'm going to recut the gray. See, I already forget things. And then put another silver stickle so it's got like a piece in the middle of the wheelbarrow. So I'll redo that. But this is from Cuddly Cute Designs, one of the spring designs. And then I just did 2 different colors for the dirt. And I used to put through my Swiss Dots Cuddlebug folder, very old one, and then inked over it. So that's how that came about. And the spider web, I don't remember where it's from. There is a bit of a design flaw in it, and I cannot get it removed or fixed. I don't know. I've tried everything in Design Space, but it's just the way it's designed. But it cuts here, and then it cuts across here. So I'm kind of having to fudge a little bit to get it to work with my design properly. And then my background pieces, they're both the same. It's an ombre glitter piece from 12 by 12 cardstock shop. I have lots of pieces of single paper that would work for a background piece, but no doubles. And I didn't want to, I'm going to say, I didn't want to, I lose my train of thought, terrible. I didn't want to use pattern paper, then I'd have to fudge because I don't have a 12 by 12 printer. So we're just going with this. It works fine. Like I said, it's not real dark. It looks darker in real life, but trying to think how I want this. Let's see. I think we're good this way. I see. I'm losing my train of thought today. Terrible. I just etched just around the whole thing with black, and it works perfectly fine. So I'm just going to apply some glue here on this uh, spider web best I can. I'm not putting glue all over, by the way. I'm just gluing this. And I probably could have found a different spider web in Design Space. I just had already had this cut and thought I could make it work better, and you know, I'm fine with it. I think what I was trying to tell you earlier, and I apologize. So, Kim has a link on her Facebook page that you can buy all of the pieces you need for the layout. I think it's part of the Cricut Close to My Heart designs. I'm not sure. I probably could have found it. I don't know if it's part of the Access program, and I forget what it costs. But anyway, like I said, I'm just using what I have. I've been trying to get better at that. I'm not doing a very good job though. So, okay, I'm just going to glue down this part right now, and then I'll go from there and finish off the rest of it. My goal is to get some of the cut part down at the bottom and down here, and easy enough to remember which is the bottom because it's green. That's the nice part. And just put some of these down. So I hope everybody is having a good day. It's a beautiful fall day here. We've been enjoying some beautiful, beautiful weather. I have had a very busy week, so I'm sorry I haven't got videos or much of anything done between medical appointments and, well, medical, teeth, whatever, dental appointments. It's been pretty busy, so, but I hope to get back into things soon. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and put the grass on the top one first. Or, excuse me, the back one first. Duh. I don't know where my brain is at today, but it's in some other country. I just had some issues with that lately. Excuse me, use tape and glue. Tape just because it'll take a quick hold, and then I put glue just to keep it on. And I don't use glue on the top pieces. I'll come back and fluff them up with my hands in a moment. I'm going up about a Better only go 1/4 of an inch from the bottom on this, just so it's a little bit higher than the other piece. And let's see where we're at. Let's go from here. I'm trying to kind of line this up the best I can and see what I'm doing. I need to move this out of the way a moment so I can get some tape on here. I'm really hoping this video works. I have some new audio equipment. I'm hoping that it will help. I apologize. I didn't realize I can't always hear very well, so sometimes it's difficult for me to tell. And sometimes videos are working okay and the audio, and then sometimes they weren't, and I don't know. And it's not all my teeth. Sorry, I'm not going to blame it on that this time. Although that situation's getting a little better, finally. Uh, all the blessings of having heart problems and what it can do for many things. So, I'm going to just leave this one down just because it's loose there on the very end. And the grass, I'm okay if it's like this little piece cut off and stuff. I'm okay with that because, hey, it's grass. It's not supposed to be perfect, right? Not all blades of grass are the same. So I realize my grass, if you can see, it's a little bit edged up. It'll get flattened in the scrapbook layout, but for right now, if it bunches it up, I like that. So, okay, now this is gonna go in here. I have to be careful so I can make sure I get room to put that back, that centerpiece back in. And I want that up a little bit. I'm not sure exactly where. These are going here. And these can be journaling spots or whatever you want them to be used for. I think we're gonna just put them down right away. I never used to journal on my scrapbook pages, and I'm finding that I really wish I would have to some degree. A lot of times I don't, it's quite a while before I actually complete a layout before, or, so I don't always remember what's going on. Maybe not exactly the year or stuff, but some of my great nieces and nephews, I look back at some of the older pictures of them when they were quite young, and I think, oh my gosh, other than the boys, the girls, I wonder which one is which. I didn't realize there's two of them I don't remember. It's hard for me sometimes to distinguish baby pictures. One is I can tell very well, but the other two, and sometimes I can't even tell them between their mother and her. It's they look that much alike. It's crazy. They don't so much now, but some degree. But I mean, yeah, I think I'm getting old. Imagine that. Someone was here this morning. We were talking, and he said it's just amazing how fast time has gone, and you see people now and how old they seem compared to what we think, we really are. Okay, this I did pop up on foam tape. Just, I wish I would have used a brighter color orange on the letters now that it's done, but I am not recutting them. And they'll be fine. You get a picture in here and it'll show fine. It's just, I think what I did was, if I remember correctly, since I've had this cut for just a bit, I probably cut this piece out and then went and looked for background paper, not realizing it was going to be such a challenge. And to be honest with you, what I had originally planned for my background paper was to take white paper and create a spooky background. Well, in all reality, that sounds great, but uh, unfortunately, that's a lot of work on a 12 by 12 piece of, let's get this out of here a moment, 12 by 12 piece of paper. And I just didn't feel like I wanted to go quite that far. So that's why uh, I use this instead. I've probably told you before. I think that's one improvement I really use a lot is the offset feature in Cricut Design Space. I I know Silhouette stores had it for a long time. Excuse me, Silhouette program. I'm not sure what they use, but they've had it for a long time, and I was thrilled when Cricut finally got it. I use it frequently for print and cut. And speaking of, I might actually have a video ready to go for or I'm close to getting a video ready together for, oops, I forgot I gotta put this in there. I popped this up. No, I didn't. I'm not going to. That's right. I thought about it and I changed my mind. Anyway, I have a video getting close to being ready for how I put together the spatula sleeves for, I had shared some spatula sleeves that I'd made, and I think I just have a little bit to finish on that. And just said, I'm finally getting back to videos, and this week just was kind of crazy getting everything going. So I'm going to put this over just a little bit. Now, it didn't show up very well. I don't think it got it dark enough, and then that's okay. But I did ink the greens in black soot, just so they look like they're a little bit older, but it didn't show through real well. So I'm going to just move that for just a moment so I can get my photo mat together. Excuse me, my nose is, 'tis the season for allergies. All right, now put this at an angle here. I don't have, this should probably, on the sketch, I think it was supposed to come down a little bit, but it works for me. Now, I have 3 stars to put on here, and I will come back before I'm completely done and put glitter on these, because I know if I do it now, we'll have glitter everywhere. I just can make such a mess with glitter. I'm going to leave the information and the hashtag in that you can use if you want to join along. I haven't done a challenge like this. I don't know that I ever have, and it's been quite fun to do. So that is the left side page. I had to stop and think which one I was working on. Oh goodness. And here is the right side. And got the same grass border, The stars, I think I just picked some stars out of Design Space. I don't think I used anything special. And just whatever size I wanted. Okay, these three pumpkins. One is from Cuddly Cute Designs. This one I think is from Little Scraps of Heaven Designs. And the other one, I don't know. If it's Marjorie Ann Designs, if it's Treasure Box Designs, I have no idea. Could be Kadoodle Bug Designs. Very sorry. It looks with the top almost like a treasure box design, but again, I'm not going to say 100%. I just added some liquid pearls, left this one plain, and this one has some orange soda glitter drops, and then I added the little twine on them just to give them a little bit of dimension. So my photo mats are 4.5 by 6.5, and these, not including the scallop, which is again also from Little Scraps of Heaven Designs, the same as the other page, but not including that, they're going to be let's see, 4.5 by 3.5, plus the extra scallop on there. So, and that scallop, I think it started out at about half an inch, maybe. I'm not sure. And then I just welded it together onto the square because I know the off-white piece is 3.25 by 4.25 or 3 by 4 photo. So I hope that makes sense to you. And if you're new to my channel, I want to welcome you. I don't edit out a lot of my videos. A lot of it is real-time processing. I'm lucky to get videos uploaded to Cricut Design Space, so I just don't take a lot of extra time. I apologize to get them edited, speed them up or anything. Now I'm putting this to the right side. And butt it up to the right side. It's approximately 1/4 of an inch or so, not quite from the bottom. You know, idea. And yes, my fingers are all inky. I put together a little tag from Treasure Box Designs this afternoon for my appointment. So I wanted to get something done today because yesterday I was out and about for a change with a friend of mine, and we went out for lunch, and it got later than I'd planned when I got home. So I really didn't feel like doing anything by that time. I only can manage so much in a day, so I am truly trying to use up paper that I have and have been gifted. This stripes is part of a uh, or a paper kit that I got from Kim Ferguson. Thank you, Kim. I've had it for probably a couple of years. I don't know. It takes me a while to figure out what I want to use it for. I've been using it for other things. I was going to use it for a mini album, and I actually probably did some a little bit, but I have better luck just putting it on random pages, and a lot of fun that way. I'm trying to get this lined up at the bottom and not make a mess. I'm gonna glue that piece down because I tore it there. Probably will get covered up, I'm not sure, but just in case. Okay, now this one pumpkin that's gonna go over here. So we got these two, right? This one is popped up. I left this one flat. You can pop them up, don't get me wrong. I just chose not to. So, and I will be getting out my tea ruler in a moment. I've been trying to work on some fall and Christmas uh, gifts and ideas, and you know, it takes me longer to figure out something than it would be just probably just excuse me, buy the dyes, but I'm getting there. And I am too stubborn half the time to see something and then, oh, I remember how to do it, and I actually don't. So I have to go back and figure it out, and uh, I'm getting there though, so I can share with you some other projects along the way that I've been working on. Um, I'm just kind of trying to see where I want this. So I'm going up. This is going to be up an inch. Let's see. My ad. I'll figure it out in a moment. Going over just a little bit here. Let's see, 11. So I'm up at about one, two. It's up about 3.5 inches from the bottom, right? And then these I want centered right in here somewhere, not too far from here. I'm gonna go with this one over here. It may be crooked for you. This may be crooked for you because I don't think I have the camera straight, but it's and I have to move it over because of my computer screen, but it is actually straight, so it's all good. I was yesterday I got a message from one of my previous classmates who happens to work for our local newspaper, and she asked if I would consider doing an interview for what she thought was a business that I had with my scrapbooking and paper piecing stuff. And I said, well, I don't sell my work. I pretty much donate or, share and give what I make away. Otherwise, I keep it for myself. Well, she said that sounded really interesting too. It was for a community. Just, oh, well, I didn't want that to break, but anyway, it was just a community interest story that she was doing it for. Could she still interview me? And but she had to do it today because she needs it in for next week's paper. Oh, good grief. I have a mess on my desk, thinking, really? Could you just give me a few days? Anyway, I did that this morning. We did that, and so that was part of my day shop. So, like I said, when I said it's been a busy week, that's a lot for me because I usually keep things pretty low key anymore. So that's kind of interesting, but I could have passed on it too. I just a lot of things I do, I like to keep anonymous when I share things and stuff. I'm not big on. I don't like a lot of accolades and stuff. I just do what I do. So, shucks. I'm gonna have to take some glue off of here. Let's see. Looking for a piece of paper. No. Excuse me. I don't have to take the glue off this way. I'm sorry. Off his back. I hate this. Okay. Here again, I decided I wasn't going to use the same types of pumpkins because no two pumpkins are alike. So that's why I've got all these different shapes of pumpkins and give it just a little bit of dimension and stuff. I think I'm going to glue these down. I just, because I'm afraid if I don't, they're really going to get tore or something. So just a little bit, I'll put a little bit of glue on. The rest not, but just because this has popped up. Maybe you're not. Okay. Well, I thought I lost some of my 2, 4, okay. I thought I lost some of my stars. Imagine that. Let's see. And this one, it's going, I'm going to leave part of this side open for glue. I'm just, in case it goes over my photo at all. It should be okay, but I don't know exactly. No, it'll not my pumpkin. It's gonna catch a quarter of the photo mat here, and I'm fine with that, but I don't want it glued down either. So there we go. Get my tap on my glue. I don't normally talk to myself this much when I am scrapbooking, unless I'm trying to figure something out, and then I talk to myself a lot. Mm, So I live alone, so I don't have, you know, a lot of company or, people coming and going or interrupting me, which is okay. I'm good with that. I actually preferred that, so I'm just putting these on willy-nilly. I don't really have a plan of where they should go. And my original plan was to make this kind of spooky, like the background and everything. And uh, I would like your thoughts, but I actually do like the ombre effect of the glitter. It just reminds me of uh, a beautiful fall night. Usually we have snow on Halloween, and I really, really hope that this year is an exception. I'm not kidding. It's sounding kind of iffy. I'm hearing lots of different stories, so I don't know. But um, yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. So, okay, I am using Pops of Color from scrapbook.com. It's glitter snowflake. It is not pure white. Okay, I'm going to get that scrap piece out a moment. Okay, no. Um, so if you put it on white, like it is, you can see it's more of a cream. And I didn't want a full yellow on there. I need to get started. I wanted a little bit of a milky color, so that's why I'm using uh, this color instead of pure yellow or just a clear. It's I don't know if it's going to make a huge difference, but I think yellow that I have would be too stark, and even the clear would be a little too much. So I'll go with this and try it. And what I do once this dries, since it's later in the day for me doing this, I'm going to be putting some glossy accents over it. I have a problem with you won't be able to see the shine on that really because of the glitter paper. It's there though, but I have a problem with glitter liking to, what I want to say, dry up and disappear off the paper. And I find that when I put glossy accents over it, when the glitter is good and dry, then the glitter doesn't disappear. Now, if I had brains or if I was not trying, well, when I start using up what I have of this, what I will come in and do is put a layer of glossy accents down and sprinkle the glitter on top. And then I wouldn't be using both. I don't know if that made sense, but okay. It would save you a step basically. And, if you don't have a lot of extra product or something, and if you have, especially if you have a color of glitter that you want to use and you don't have the glitter glue, and if you want to use the glossy accents to give it that extra shine, put the glossy accents down, and while it's wet, put the glitter over the top. You'll be good. And let it dry. All right, I'm going to try to come back in. I won't be able to get both of the pages together just because I'm short on space. Whoa, I don't want to be dropping my ATG gun again. But I will put a picture in somewhere here to get them both in, but I will move them back and forth. But there is one, there is the other, and kind of give you an idea of both of them together. So, thank you very much for joining me. If you have any questions, leave a comment. Otherwise, have an awesome day. Take care.